Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we present you 50 beautiful retro historical photos. We hope you will appreciate our work. Write your comment and click the subscribe button. Enjoy the show, and here we go. American model Meg Miles. Charming photo shoot 1956. Actress, producer, screenwriter Kirsten Imrie 1987. San Francisco circa 1918. Studebaker. Well used, with traveling cases marked RJW and LA. Hampton Roads, Virginia, circa 1895. Boat landing at Old Point Comfort and Hygeia Hotel. Oakland, California, circa 1920. Offices of the Oakland Tribune. Ship launching in Portland, Maine. The men behind the launchings. High in the cab of a whirly crane, these workers operate the derrick which raises the iron gates and releases water into the dock where ships are built. September 1936. House for sale in Manchester, New Hampshire. August 1940. Port Gibson, Mississippi. San Francisco circa 1920. Dale the Truck. Washington circa 1920. Laundry at Library of Congress. San Francisco circa 1927. Page 6 to 45 Brougham $1,350 as equipped. It says on the front of the car. The Jersey Shore circa 1908. Marlboro Blenheim Hotel and Boardwalk, Atlantic City. New York, 1958. Singer Anita O'Day, half-length portrait, facing front. Library at SCPC, Signal Corps Photographic Center, for enlisted men only. Manhattan circa 1906. Times Building. Tom Jensen, Los Angeles police officer, chef at the police academy and part-time actor. June 1953. Activities at the Sun Fun Festival, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Mickey Spillane, one of the beauty pageant judges, on the beach with a woman. San Francisco, 1920. Underwriters Fire Patrol Truck. Market Street, San Francisco, 1920. Washington, D.C. KKK Parade on Pennsylvania Avenue, August 8, 25. May 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Idaho Hall, Arlington Farms, a residence for women working in government for the duration of the war. May 1943. Stockton, California. Mexican agricultural laborers who have come to help harvest beets eating their lunch. September 1911. Crowded tenement used by cranberry pickers, bravos or black Portuguese, from the islands of Cape Verde, in bogs near Wareham, Massachusetts. My grandfather, a carpenter, may have built this house. We do know that he rebuilt the family home that was destroyed in the 1906 earthquake and fire. February 6, 1925. 3 Washington Society Buds in Spectacle. Fredericksburg, Virginia, circa 1927. Tenement 203 Charlotte Street, residence of Governor Hill. Photo taken on commission from Mrs. DeVore of Chatham. San Francisco circa 1924. Oldsmobile Touring Sedan. October 1940. Painting the cylinders of aircraft motors at the Pratt Whitney plant. East Hartford, Connecticut. Stunning Alyssa Alps, 1989 photo shoot. Los Angeles traffic cop/actor/chef Tom Jensen again, in the second photo of this exciting series. June 1943. Oswego, New York. Children recruited for farm work during the summer, waiting to start for work outside the U.S. Employment Service. March 1952. Marlene Dietrich makes her stage debut in Chicago. Pensacola Bay circa 1900. Pensacola Harbor, Florida. San Francisco circa 1918. Chalmers Model 6-30 Roadster facing northwest corner Van Ness Avenue and Sutter Street. (1904) New York Central Hudson River RR Station, Albany, New York. Cincinnati circa 1905. Lafayette and Franklin Banks, 3rd Street. October 1940. Trucks outside of a starch factory, Caribou, Aroostook County, Maine. There were almost 50 trucks in the line. Some had been waiting for 24 hours for the potatoes to be graded and weighed. San Francisco circa 1917. Chalmers Town Car. The ideal conveyance for European nobility. Florida circa 1900. Tampa Bay Hotel. A 500-room resort opened in 1891. Circa 1899. RR Depot at Garrison, New York. From circa 1959 Scottsdale, Arizona, we bring you this Kodachrome slide of the Lulu Bell restaurant on Main Street. (1899) Boat Drill USS, New York. San Francisco, 1920. Haynes 4-passenger coupe. (1864), Bermuda 100, Virginia. Photographer, possibly Matthew Brady, at Butler's Signal Tower, Cobb's Hill, Appomattox River. April 24, 1953. Towson, Maryland. Goucher College, Library Interior 3. Moore Hutchins, client. (1899), a boat crew USS New York. Atlantic City circa 1905. Come on in, the water's fine. Binghamton, New York, circa 1905. Kilmer Building, Chenango Street. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Ordering clothes from a mail-order house at Idaho Hall, Arlington Farms, a residence for women who work for the U.S. government for the duration of the war. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. Heather Mills, English model, philanthropist, former wife of musician Paul McCartney. Photo 1989. Is an American supermodel and model with charm Barbara Edwards. Photo 1979. Beautiful Heather Thomas. Charming 1976 photo shoot. San Francisco circa 1918. White 5-ton motor truck loaded with Sperry flour bound for Los Angeles. October 1942. Manpower, junior size. Proud young fighters in Uncle Sam's Junior Army visit a scrapyard in Roanoke, Virginia, to see for themselves what happens to the scrap they collect for our war industries. Circa 1902. Richmond, Backus Company Office, Detroit. April 1st, 1923. Easter at White House, with a number of the Easter Bunny's cousins in attendance. February 1923, Washington, D.C. or vicinity. Puppies, probably Pokey, lovably little. Boston, 1906. Copley Square and Museum of Fine Arts. California circa 1911. Rudy Unholzen brother. The German-born lightweight, Wright, died in 1916 at the age of 34. October 1890. Mississippi cotton gin at Dahomey. Which way to the break room? From San Francisco circa 1940 comes this uncaptioned photo of Joe DiMaggio and friend and at least a dozen cups of coffee. Who can explain what's going on here? San Francisco, 1928. Hudson convertible sedan at Golden Gate Park. Toledo circa 1909. Produce Exchange and Ohio Building, Madison Avenue at St. Clair. Washington, D.C., circa 1937. Dog Mart. L. Metropolis, whom Edward A. Platt, of the town of Sherman, in the county of Fairfield and state of Connecticut, appointed an honorary deputy sheriff on November 4, 1938. San Francisco circa 1940. Joe DiMaggio and friend pouring coffee in restaurant kitchen. November 1908. Gastonia, North Carolina. Rush Merrill, Lowray Mill. 12 years old. Been in mill 3 years as duffer. Gets 75 cents a day. Said sometimes gets 3 to 5 hours a day resting between times. San Francisco circa 1920. Doris 6 to 87 passenger sedan. October 1913. Seen on the farm of S.N. Whiteside, near Waxahachie, Texas. Children come out here from the town to pick cotton, outside of school hours. Ages range from 4 years up to 15 and more. Lake Erie circa 1905. Freighters Chili William Castle Roads at Cleveland. September 1942. Substitute materials something new in apple containers. To replace nail-bound wooden boxes, a fiber carton has been developed. San Francisco, 1919. Hudson Autos at Land's End. Woburn, Massachusetts, circa 1906. Ice harvesting on Horn Pond bearing off the floats. (1903) Mechanics Hall, Boston. Circa 1903. Symphony Hall, Boston, Massachusetts. Brooklyn, circa 1905. Oriental Hotel and Bath House, Manhattan Beach, New York. Asbury Park, New Jersey, circa 1903. Landing through the surf. Washington, D.C., circa 1937. U.S. Labor Department and Interstate Commerce Commission building. Passageway between ICC and Departmental Auditorium sections. American model, singer, and actress Meg Miles, 1957. San Francisco, circa 1920. Back at 2150 Washington Street. Moon Auto. Boston, circa 1903. London Ancients and Honorables leaving Rose Wharf on steamer Nantucket for harbor trip. Somewhere in New England, circa 1900. Children at home. Richmond, California, circa 1912. First Wesley Methodist Episcopal Church. August 1941. Chickens raised by FSA borrowers is good right down to the bone. Sunday dinner for flying cadets at Craig Field, Selma, Alabama. August 1941. Trains in the Southern Railway Terminal in Atlanta, Georgia. From somewhere in New England circa 1900, it's the group of serious-looking students. San Francisco circa 1928. Cadillac 5-passenger coupe at Golden Gate Park. July 1922. Washington, D.C. Snapped at the tidal basin. Mildred Kapleck with her pet opossum, the latest novelty introduced at the bathing beach. Boston, Massachusetts, circa 1915. Christchurch, Old North. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, circa 1908. Wood Street, looking east. Circa 1906. Suburban station at Petoskey, Michigan. A locomotive of the Grand Rapids, Indiana Railroad. San Francisco circa 1923. Stutz Roadster at Golden Gate Park. Portland, Maine, circa 1905. Grand Trunk Station, India Street. August 1941. Tank driver. Fort Belvoir, Virginia. June 24, 1916. Police show at Sheepshead Base Speedway rescuing woman from runaway horse. Washington, D.C., circa 1920. 28th Street Apartments Times. Louisville, Kentucky, circa 1905. 4th Street. July 31st, 1922. Laurel, Maryland. Washington, D.C., circa 1920. Congressional Library Power Plant. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. American actress, model, and exotic dancer Amy Lynn Baxter. Photo shoot 1986. Corina Russell English, former glamour model and dancer of the 1980s. Photo 1983. The lovely and charming Margaret Rose Keel, 1969. New York, 1908. Basketball at Columbia University Gymnasium. June 3, 1920. New York. Columbia University class of 1909. Fagel Heavy Truck Assembly, Oakland, California. Factory, 1918. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Girls entertaining their guests in one of the two-card rooms at a residence for the women who work in the U.S. government for the duration of the war. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Girls entertaining their guests in one of the two-card rooms at a residence for the women who work in the U.S. government for the duration of the war. August 8, 1962. Washington, D.C. Man in lounge chair representing U.S. indifference to world affairs at the height of the Cold War. May 31, 1943. Gallipolis, Ohio. Soldier at Decoration Day ceremonies. May 31, 1943. Girl Scouts at Decoration Day ceremonies. Cincinnati circa 1900. Burnett House and Chamber of Commerce, 3rd and Vine. Clara, March 16, 1952. we return to colorful Blue Earth, Minnesota. Washington, D.C., 1920. Congress Heights Yankees basketball team. San Francisco circa 1917. Cole Tour Sedan at Golden Gate Park. (1901) Steamer Priscilla, Fall River Line. At the time of its launch in 1894. Almost welcomes AO and Mess. The Washington, D.C. Masonic Temples. Hello. July 1937. Old Negress of Greene County, Georgia. May 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Reading the Sunday paper at Arlington Farms, duration residence halls for women war workers. New Jersey circa 1901. Coleman House, Asbury Park. April 1954. New York. Actress Cloris Leachman at home with husband George England and baby Adam. The Dennis, Atlantic City, 1901. September 12, 1946. Washington, D.C. Showroom at Superior Motors. Client, Griffith Consumers Company. March 5, 1929. Cowboy Band serenades President and Mrs. Hoover at White House following inauguration. Tamaulipas State, Mexico, circa 1891. Tamisai Bridge. Locale based on catalog of the W. H. Jackson Views, 1898. (1904) Sagamore Hotel Dock, Green Island, Lake George, New York. May 31, 1943. Gallipolis, Ohio. Young horn player at the Decoration Day ceremonies. July 1918. Fagel Motors Truck Factory Front Office. Oakland, California. November 1942. Nurse training at Baby's Hospital, New York. A beautiful photo of a girl from the 1970s. January 1943. A blimp of the U.S. Navy is led onto the apron of an East Coast lighter-than-air station before taking off on a patrol flight over the Atlantic Ocean. Oakland, 1918. Crating Fagel walking tractors at factory. Fredericksburg, Virginia, circa 1928. Warehouse, Hoop Pole Factory, 307-13 Sophia Street. Circa 1923. Peerless touring car at Lake Tahoe, California. Oakland, California, circa 1918. Walking tractor Fagel orchard tractor demonstration. Atlantic City, circa 1908. Bathing Beach and Steeplechase Pier. Chicago, circa 1955, and Dad is off to the office, or wherever Daddy goes in the morning. October 1941. Theater and Workers Section at Holyoke, Massachusetts. San Francisco, 1923. Studebaker Rally Car. October 1941. Main Street, Holyoke, Massachusetts. Paterson, New Jersey, circa 1911. American Locomotive Company. Rogers Works. 040 locomotive for New Jersey Zinc Company. Summer 1912. District of Columbia Parks. Children at fountains and pools. September 1938. Express Agency Office and General Store in coal mining town of Scotts Run, West Virginia. September 1938. Capels, West Virginia. Coal miner waiting for lift home. San Francisco, 1928. Franklin convertible coupe at Land's End, Presidio. June 1943. Arlington, Virginia. Washing clothes in one of the laundry rooms at Idaho Hall, Arlington Farms, war duration residence hall for women government workers. Circa 1900. Worley's Unloading or Penna RR Docks, Erie, Pennsylvania. March 31st, 1941. Robert Glassford, residence in Hobe Sound, Florida. Master bedroom. Alice Morgan Carson, architect. (1861–65). Soldier in Union uniform and cap box standing with musket and bayonet with scabbard. New York, 1908. The end of the rampage. Alice under control and thinking it over. Two zookeepers with restrained elephant lying on the ground after running free around the New York Zoological Park, Bronx Zoo. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. American actress Amy Lynn Baxter, 1985.